Mark, and good morning, everyone. All right, so here we are, and I'm thinking about the flooding in the library, and that is, of course, painful. And one of the things we practice in yoga is to feel it. If I can feel the pain, I can also feel the pleasure. If I numb the pain, I'm going to numb the pleasure. I can't pick. I can't just pick the pleasure side. Either I feel it all or I'm numb. And then everything we feel is like we can use our emotions as guides, and it gives us information that we can use to make choices. So if the library is flooding, I feel the pain. She was clearly upset about it, and because she's sad. And then she takes action and deals with it and try to avoid a flooding in the future. Okay, so today we're going to work with fire, and the mantra I'm choosing to work with is I trust in myself and in the loving heart of the universe. I trust in myself and in the loving heart of the universe. Fire is solar plexus, that's the area in the body, or the third chakra. It's power, gaining access to your own individual power. So it's a part of, and then connecting that to the universal core. So it's the core of you, it's the core, but the core can go this way and that way, right? So thinking about a solar plexus being one part of your core that you connect to the universe with. All right. And then we're going to start with the chair practice. So take your seat. So finding your seat. So you made a choice today. You came here to practice together with another group or with a group. So taking my seat, getting ready to practice. If you want, you can close your eyes or you can keep them open. Maybe just moving your feet a little bit, noticing the floor, connecting the soles of the feet to the ground. Maybe placing the hands on your knees, lifting the shoulders. Feet of the belly goes in and up, supporting the spine, sitting tall. Maybe if you wanted to, you could notice how the sitting bones are connecting to the chair. And if you wanted to, you could imagine that you have like a magnet on top of your head, and that's you're being suspended from the universe, lengthening the spine. That's a possibility. And then if you wanted to, you could bring awareness to your breathing. Just noticing the inhale, noticing the exhale. And just notice, what kind of breathing are you using today? Is it fast? Is it slow? Is it shallow? Is it deep? Just notice, don't judge. Like, where am I today? Feel the pain, feel the pleasure, and feel the balance. I either feel it all or I go numb. Sometimes being numb might be a good choice because the situation I'm in is so painful, I cannot feel it. If I manage, or when I manage to get out of that situation, maybe I can allow myself to start feeling again because it's safe enough. It's safe enough to feel. And you choose when you are in a situation that feels safe enough for you to feel. All right, hands on your knees, and then we're going to start with some cat-cow. So you could exhale and bend around your back. Inhale into a back bend. Exhale round, waking up the spine, waking up the mid-core. Inhale into back bend, exhaling round. And do that a few times on your own, following your own breathing. And then coming back to neutral, placing the hands or arms in cactus, and then gently twisting from side to side. Notice how you're twisting around that solar plexus place, and the spine kind of turns into a spiral. And then release the hands. Now, one hand, if you want to, you can place it on your solar plexus. Then the other one, turn it around and place it behind you. Now, you could, if you wanted to, you could breathe into solar plexus and feel how you're feeling the back body. So breathe in through solar plexus. Notice how you can feel the back body, and then exhale. And then try that a few times if that's helpful to you. You can stay on this side, or if you wanted to, you could release the arms and then place your left hand on solar plexus and the right hand behind. And then if you want to, you can imagine breathing into solar plexus, filling your back body. And when you're ready, if you're ready, release the arms. Maybe bringing the feet into Tadasana feet, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. And then start lifting one knee, making circles, opening up that hip joint. And then finding seated pigeon. If you want to, you can bring the fingers in between your toes. Maybe use that elbow to gently guide that knee out a little bit wider. Maybe lean forward. Or maybe you find another way to move that works for you. And then sliding your knees together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and twist away from that knee. Stay there. Breathe into solar plexus, filling your back body. And then inhale, arms back up. This time bend the right elbow and then place the other one behind you. You can stay here. If you want to, you can take the bind. Just stay here. And then release, come back to neutral. Tadasana feet, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. And then lifting the left knee up, opening up the hip joint. Finding seated pigeon, maybe place the fingers in between the toes. If you want to, you can use that elbow to gently guide that knee out, sitting up tall, 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 maybe leaning forward. And then if you wanted to, you could find the place that maybe feels tighter. And you could explore, if you wanted to breathe into that tightness. Maybe using the breath to open something up. Is it safe enough to feel what's going on? You make that choice. And then release, slide the knees together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Stay there. And breathing into solar plexus, filling the back body. And then inhale, arms back up. This time the left elbow stays up. And then you can place the other one on your back. If you want to, you can bring I can't take the bind on this side, so I'm just going to stay here. So for me, my right shoulder is much tighter. So I bring my awareness to the tightness. I try to breathe into it, and maybe it will release a little bit. That's a possibility. And then release, come back to Tadasana feet, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Now, right hand goes on right knee, the left arm goes up. Now, inhale into this side, make it taller, taller, taller. And then exhale and place the elbow outside that right knee. Hands comes into Anjali Mudra. Now here, pit of the belly goes in and up, and then free the tailbone. So lengthen the spine, so the spine comes into a neutral curve. The tailbone is free. Crown of the head is reaching in one way, the root is reaching in a different way, in the opposite way, and the tailbone is free. You can stay with your arms here, or if you wanted to, you could explore opening up the arms. That's your choice. If you open up the arms and then you don't like it, you are welcome to bring the hands back together again. And then coming back to neutral. Left hand on left knee. The right arm comes up. Breathe into that side. Lengthen it. Create space. And then exhale. Bring right elbow to left knee. Hands in Anjali Mudra. Stay here. And then bring your awareness to your spine. Lengthen the spine. Find the natural curve. The root goes down to the earth. The top of the crown of the head goes towards the universe, and the tailbone is free. The tailbone is free. You can stay here. You can try to open up the arms. And then eventually, when you're ready, coming back to neutral. Okay, we're going to come up to standing. So I'm bringing my awareness back to the soles of my feet. I'm grounding my feet and then transferring the weight forward and up, coming up to standing. Okay. Let's just let the arms go from side to side. And then maybe bending the knees. And then if you want to, you can bring the arms into cactus and then maybe lifting the knee to elbow, lifting knee to elbow. First, keeping the midline kind of clear. And then if you want to, you can cross the midline. So taking the knee to the opposite elbow. All right, now release, coming into plank pose. So standing plank pose. So spread the fingers as much as you can. Trying to, and then bring the hands back and then push the floor away, push the floor away, push away, push away. Pit of the belly goes in and up. Now here, bring the knee up and stepping forward. Bring knee up and step forward, and then step outside, outside, and then cross. Let's do that one more time. Lift, step forward, left step forward, lift, step outside, lift, step outside, and then cross. And then release, and maybe using the hands as like stars, coming all the way up and all the way down. All right. Now let's try a standing sequence, like a Sane kind of. All right. I start with my feet hip distance apart. That gives me a little bit more balance. You choose. You want to stand with your big toes to touch and heels slightly apart, or a little bit further apart. That's your choice. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Stay there. Fingers are spread. You feel your strength here. And then eventually bend elbows and knees, move back and forth a few times, and then finding down dog. Here, inhale the right leg up. Exhale, knee inside. Inhale, back. Exhale, knee outside. Inhale, back. Exhale, cross. Inhale, back. And this time, step the foot forward in between the hands. Widen the shoulders. And then eventually release the knee down. Keep the toe tucked there. Right hand on right knee. Inhale and into the left side. If you want to, you can exhale and bring that elbow on the outside to that knee, hands in Anjali Mudra. You can stay here. You can open up the arms. You can straighten the back knee. You can try something and then you can back off. And when you're ready, if you're ready, place the hands back on the chair, bend the elbows and step back to down dog. Shift the weight into the right leg, left leg comes up. Exhale and bring the knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale outside. Inhale back. Exhale cross. Inhale back. Exhale, step in between your hands. Stay there. Widen the shoulders. Eventually, when you're ready, release the knee down. Left hand on left knee. Bring that right arm up. Inhale into the right side of your body. And then exhale and bring the right elbow to the left knee. Hands in Anjali Mudra. Stay here. Regain your balance. Notice how you feel. Do I want to stay here? Do you want to open up the arms? Maybe you want to straighten the back knee. Do I feel pain? Do I feel pleasure? Do I feel balanced? And then when you're ready, bringing the hands back to the chair, bend the elbows, keep the elbows in, and then step back to down dog. Okay, we're gonna jump wide. So inhale, look forward, exhale, jump your feet wide. You can stay with the hands here, or if you want, you can bring the hands down to the floor. Bring the hands pretty close to each other, maybe bending the knees a little bit. And then coming back to stillness. Now imagine, shift the weight into the left hand. The right hand becomes light. Now imagine how you take that string, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, all the way up like a warrior two. Stay there. And then exhale and thread the needle. Thread the needle. The right hand goes to the left leg and hold on somewhere on that left leg. And then maybe bringing back, stay where you are and just bring your awareness back to your breathing. And then release the hands back to the floor. Okay, shifting your weight into your right hand, that left hand becomes light. Imagine how you take that string, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, all the way up. And then exhale and thread the needle. Left hand goes under and then hold on to that right leg, somewhere on that right leg. And then release. Okay, bring the hands back to the chair. Jump the feet together. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. Stay there, Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. I trust in myself and in the loving heart of the universe. And release. All right, let's do a step back. So big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale to chair pose, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight into your left leg, right heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back. Find that earth behind you with your toes and then your heel. Building the pose from the foundation up. Warrior one, facing forward, assumes positions, is checking everything out. What's going on? Maybe bring your arms up. And then we're gonna go straight from warrior one to warrior three. Warrior three takes action, becomes the arrow. Bring the arms out. Take aim, and then transfer the weight forward and finding warrior three. Maybe you like the support of the chair. Maybe with two hands, maybe with one. Maybe you want to just bring the hands off for a little while and then back down. Notice what you feel. Do you feel pain, pleasure, balance? And then eventually bending the standing knee, bringing the feet back together and coming back to standing. Inhale to chair pose, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight to your right leg, the left heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, find the earth behind you with your toes and then the heel. Building the pose from the foundation up, from the ground up. Everything is facing forward. You're checking things out. Decide what kind of arm situation you want to have. What is useful to you? Maybe this, maybe this, maybe this. I don't know. Eventually bring the arms out. Getting ready for warrior three. I take aim and then transfer the weight forward, finding your version of warrior three. And then eventually placing the hands back on the chair, feet together, bend the knees, coming back up to standing. Let's do one standing pose, one more step back. Inhale to chair, bring the hands to Anjali Mudra, shift the weight to the left, right heel comes off the floor. This time, step back, open up the hips for warrior two. Open up the hips, and then just add some dancing arms. Adding some dancing arms. Just like the flames in fire. Coming back to warrior two, bring the hands to the chair, transfer the weight forward and back. Bend the knees, come up to standing. Inhale to chair. Exhale to Anjali Mudra. Weight goes to the right, lift the left heel off the ground. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic halves, finding warrior two. And then adding some dancing firearms. Dancing firearms. What color is your fire? What do your flames look like? Eventually finding warrior two again. Hands on the chair, stepping forward and back. Bend the knees, come up, back up to standing. Okay, let's just sit down for a moment before we start the Yoga Nidra. So coming close to the chair, inhale, arms up, exhale, and slowly, slowly sitting back down on the chair. Feet are, bring the feet wide, wider than the mat, elbows on your knees. Lengthen the spine, find your curve, your natural curve in your spine. The root is grounded into earth. The crown of the head is reaching towards the universe, and the tailbone is free. The tail is free. And then if you'd like, you can release your hands down, drop your head. Inhale back up. Bring the feet together, maybe straighten the knees, sit up tall, tall, tall. Hands in your back pockets. Widen the shoulders, and then release forward. Releasing forward. Bring the hands around your legs. Give yourself a hug. And then inhale back up. Bring the feet hip distance apart, and then we're going to come up to standing and continue with the Yoga Nidra. So transferring the weight forward and up, forward and up. And then finding the way that you would like to practice the Yoga Nidra. As you know, it's a guided meditation, so I'm suggesting places to go. That does not mean that you have to follow me. It's just a suggestion. If you'd like, you can follow me and see what happens. Notice what you feel, and then decide if you want to stay there or if you want to go somewhere else. Your inner sanctuary is always available to you, and you can always go there. All right. Let's get started. And the mantra that I am using, and that you are welcome to use, so you can use something else, is I trust in myself and in the loving heart of the universe. I trust in myself and in the loving heart of the universe. Let your body sink down into the floor. Feel the earth underneath you, holding and supporting you, rising up to softly cradle you. At this time, nothing else matters. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Remain still for deep nourishment. Repeat these words in your mind. I am awake and aware. I am awake and aware. Now, imagine yourself in a place that feels peaceful and friendly, protected and supportive. It may be outside in nature, somewhere inside, or in an imaginary place. This is your inner sanctuary. Feel yourself here and begin to see all the details around you. The light, the colors, any objects. See yourself in this protected place. Sense the comforting energy. Supportive, calm, and protected. At any time during practice, you can guide yourself back here. If anything feels odd or too intense, go back to your inner sanctuary. Your inner sanctuary is always here. It is a part of who you are. Become aware of your upper body. Notice breath in your heart space. The easy rise and fall of breath in your chest. Now go inward, deep inside, and listen. Listen to your heart. Deep listening. What does it say? What is your heart's deepest longing? What does your heart desire? Your heart may speak in words, colors, songs, images, or something else. Allow your heart to speak its truth. From your heart's longing, create a positive statement in present tense as though it's already happening. Now, state your heart's wish 3 times to yourself as the truth. Bring your awareness to your belly. Notice the expansion on the inhale and the soft release on the exhale. Navel rising on the inhale, yielding to earth on exhale. From your navel center, bring awareness to your lower belly, pelvis, right hip, right upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot. Notice the right calf, back of knee, hamstring, and pelvis. Notice your left hip, left upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot. Notice the left calf, back of knee, left hamstring, and pelvis. Bring awareness to lower belly, navel center, solar plexus, lower ribs, sense heart space, heart center. Notice your throat center, right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, top of the hand, palm of the hand. Bring awareness to thumb, First finger, second finger, third finger, and little finger. Sense your whole right hand. Bring awareness back to throat center. Notice your left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, top of the hand, palm of the hand. Bring awareness to thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, and little finger. Sense your whole left hand. Bring awareness back to throat center. Feel your neck, back of the head, crown of the head. Feel your forehead. Notice your mind's eye. Become aware of your eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, and eyes. Feel your eyes as color, as radiant wisdom receiving sight. Bring awareness to nose. Notice breath passing through the nostrils, receiving smell. Shift your attention to your ears. Witness your ears hearing, receiving sound. Notice your mouth. Observe sensation in your mouth, receiving taste. Become aware of the right side of the body. Now feel the left side of the body. Feel back body, side of the body facing the ground, back body. And now feel front body, side of the body facing the sky, front body. Now feel right arm and left leg, right arm and left leg together. Now feel left arm and right leg, left arm and right leg together. Feel whole body now, all parts together, all together as a whole. Feel your whole body. Find solar plexus. Imagine inhaling through solar plexus, filling back of your body. Inhale through solar plexus, fill back body. Now notice the exhale. Exhale spreads out from core to body. Inhale to core. Exhale out through body. Now notice a place in your body that feels warm. Notice the shape and color of this warmth. Breathe into it. Allow it to grow. Notice how the warmth you created spreads out through your body. You sit around the fire. The tall trees behind you stand like a protective wall. Everyone is quiet. You look into the flames. You watch the movement and the colors, constantly changing. Your face is warm, and some of the smoke bothers your eyes. You turn and look at your neighbor. You smile. You've known each other for a long time. You turn to your other side. You nod and reach out your hand. Your new friend takes it. Together, you all rise and start moving around the fire. First slowly, and then faster. With time, your careful steps turn into a wild dance, and you notice your body getting warmer. You feel happy. Outside the circle, darkness still prevails. In the forest, shadows move from tree to tree, hiding, looking, hesitating. You feel sad. There is nothing more you can do. Just dance. You wake up and the ground feels cold. The sun rises in the east and the forest seems empty. A new day has begun. You get up and start a small fire. The water is boiling and you enjoy holding a warm cup in between your hands. You smell it and taste it. You feel the liquid warming your whole body. You gain strength. It's time to leave. With light hands, you pack your things, stamp out the fire, and leave the camp behind. You raise your gaze and head south into the sun. The ground is dry, and your bare feet dig into the soil as you push yourself forward. Hours pass. All you hear is your own breathing and stomach rumbling. You reach into your backpack to get something to eat. Far in the west, you see the smoke. It covers the setting sun. Your eyes sting and your breathing is hard. You tie a wet cloth over your nose and mouth to protect you from dust and ashes. You can't rely on your sight anymore. From the north, you hear a whisper. You recognize the voice. You follow the sound, and through smog and soot, you find your friends. You look at each other, dirty, sweaty, and happy. Everyone is there. Everyone made it. There is a small lake with fresh water. You dive deep into it, and all the dirt disappears. On the other side, a new fire has started. It's warm and clean. People are gathering around it. The shadows from the forest turn into shapes and faces, like pearls on a necklace. You all join around the growing flames. Side by side, you notice the transformation. The strand gets longer. Soon it surrounds the rocks and covers the ground with glittering marbles. There is space for everyone. With a grateful smile, you look up into the sky. All the lessons you learned from the east, south, west, and north makes sense now. Confusion has turned into clarity. You trust in yourself and in the loving heart of the universe. Now, remember your heart's longing, the positive statement you set at the beginning of practice. Repeat it 3 times to yourself as though it's already happening. Let this truth fill every cell of your body. Notice all the space around you. Sense the space within you. Feel the sense of calm confidence, whole and complete. Notice that part of you that is the witness, the one who has observed your body, breath, and journey. And now, begin to notice thoughts and feelings flowing through your awareness again. Notice your breath. Feel its rhythm and pace. Invite your breath to deepen now. Feel yourself reawakening. Become aware of your physical body resting on earth. Before moving, just sense your hands. Now wiggle your fingers. Notice your feet. Wiggle your toes. Gently rock your head from side to side, a slow awakening. A deep breath into your belly. Exhale. Slowly roll to your left hand side. Press your hands into the floor and come up to a comfortable seated position. Lengthen your spine. Take a full breath in and let it go. Bring your hands up in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. Gently bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Allow the eyes to slowly open. Raise your gaze. And thank you for joining me today. Namaste.